What is going on, everybody? My name is Legion, and welcome back to my NCAA 14 Teambuilder Dynasty. Through 3 episodes, I realized that we haven't played a game in the series yet, so I finally decided to take care of that today, as Alaska, with a brand new look team, takes on Oregon State in Corvallis. Alaska's primary core is combined for exactly 0 starts, and nobody has any Division I college football experience, and that's going to really come into play here early, despite the talent really being here for this Alaska team. We start off early with Oregon State, who has an option offense in this day and age, apparently, as their quarterback, Darrell Garrettson, takes off for a first down. And then on the very next play, they're going to give it to their running back. It's Paul Lucas. Look at him with the truck stick, and he's going to fall forward for a first down. So this Alaska defense looking pretty suspect early on. Now Garrettson dropping back, dumping it off. There's Ryan Dahl, and Ryan Dahl breaks a tackle. He's going to go down inside the 15. Gonna have to clean up these mistakes if we want to be a competitive team this year. As Garrettson going to the end zone, and just like that, Oregon State is on the board. It's Timmy Hernandez, the wide receiver. Quick start for Oregon State. And now Alaska looking to answer here on the kickoff. It's Quinn Moore. Let's see what he can do with his first career return. And he gets a block, and look at Quinn Moore go. Nobody in front of him. He's being trailed by Oregon State defenders, and he's going to go all the way home. How about Alaska tying this game up with a long kick return from Quinn Moore, the sophomore? And somehow, someway, Alaska manages to tie up this football game without taking an offensive snap, so he gets to see more of Alaska's defense, and not so good so far, as it's Garrison taking off, and he's going to have a first down to the 50-yard line, finally dragged down there, but it's a big play for this OSU offense that wants the lead back, trying not to get upset, as Bradford on the outside, the freshman cornerback, is able to bat that one away, making it 3rd down and 3, and Garrettson on 3rd down, gonna fire. It's Hernandez, short of the sticks, but he breaks the tackle, gets a block, and he's going to go all the way. Breaks one and goes the distance like Hercules. Timmy Hernandez, 44 yards for the score, reservations for 6, and he was very determined to get those reservations on time. Oregon State taking the lead 14-7. Here's Peters down the seam. One of the few players from last year's squad still getting playing time. And there's Dusty Johnson, a freshman, going nowhere. A loss of 5. He is hammered in the backfield. So ensuing 2nd down and 15. Baker drops back, and there comes the rush. 2-star impact players in his face. Baker gets dropped. It is going to be Pritchard for his first sack on the game. Now on 3rd down and 24. Pressure's coming, and there's Victor Peters making a diving catch. Completely laying out for it. It's 4th down and 5. They're going to go for it, but Peters might need some more playing time as Baker goes down the field, and it's a diving catch by Big Mike Dick, putting that ball right in between the 2 safeties. Only he can get it, and that was beautiful as Baker, speaking of beautiful, a gain of 5 on the carry on the read option. I love to see that, but there's an injury, and it's not Baker. It is going to be the running back, Dusty Johnson. So he is going to miss a lot of time with a broken collarbone, and it's Michael Dixon, the tight end, checking in at halfback. Their depth is so weak that Michael Dixon is going to have to carry some loads for this offense. Interesting to see how that works as Baker swerves a man, and he's going to go all the way, puts on the move on the defender, and number 11 has an 11-yard scamper. So Alaska, in respectable fashion, going to tie this game back up, and there's Paul Lucas on 3rd down, gonna get absolutely dumped like your trash. In the morning, Darrell Jenkins just sent Lucas to concussion protocol, and maybe there's some life in this defense after all. So the game is still tied. Alaska going back to work. It's Baker rolling out, dumping it off. It's Michael Dixon out of the flat, playing some running back, and he's gonna pick up the first down, powering forward. Maybe he needs some more halfback reps. But Jake Paul in the game, nonetheless, started last year, and he's going to pick up the first down on 3rd down. Not a better option than Johnson, but he's all we have at this point besides Dixon as Baker goes down. Yet again, he is dropped for a loss of 9, making this 3rd down a little bit more difficult here. One play later, Baker going downfield, and it's Peters again on 3rd down, coming through in the clutch. He's going to be short regardless, and of course, they're going to go for it. Baker keeping it himself, juking inside, and he's going to pick up a first down and a gain of 4. Moving inside the 35-yard line, and Baker, just another read option, gets a block, jukes inside, has another first down and a gain of 11. Baker would have to leave the game, go to the trainer tent to get checked out. It's Rondell Cantrell, the junior, checking in at quarterback here on 3rd down and 17. See what he can do. Cantrell gonna fire. It's caught by Jenkins, and Jenkins gonna be short. It's a 4th down and 2 yet again. And they're going to stay on the field for this one. 4th down and 2, they're going to go for it, running with Jake Paul, and the gamble does not pay off like your typical Vegas day. Paul was short of the sticks, and this will be an Oregon State football as Alaska gives them the ball right back, and Oregon State is not going to have the ball for long as it's jumped and intercepted by Brown, the free safety. He absolutely read Garrettson like the books that I didn't read in high school that I was supposed to read. And he jumps that one and gets Alaska the football right back. Here is Baker going back to Peters, and he's going to have a first down. What a big game for Victor Peters out of the slot. Gonna have to get him some more playing time despite having like 70 speed or something like that. Is Baker feeling the pressure, and it's Peters yet again. And once again, he's going to be stopped short of the sticks. So what do? They keep it this time, and this time the gamble does pay off. William Baker going over the top. Those odds got to catch up to eventually, and at halftime, Alaska actually leading 21-14, having to feel really good about where this game is and looking to open it up here in the second half of play. Is William Baker going to gain 12 on his first rush of the half, and he's going to keep it yet again because why not? And he's going to get a block, and he has a first down and more. One man to beat. He's going to not be able to beat him this time, down at the 47-yard line, approaching midfield. One play later, it's a sweep to Jenkins, and there he goes. Jenkins down the sideline, completely steaming. It's David Jenkins out of bounds after a 34-yard rush on the jet sweep. Third down and 6 now is going to be Jenkins yet again, and I love the potential that this offense has. Runs the ball, keepers, Jake Paul, touchdown, 3-yard touchdown. They can go short, they can go long, they can go intermediate, and we've seen just about everything from this offense today as they're really opening this up as they are up 2 possessions over Oregon State, a Pac-12 school. And this would be their first win in program history if they can pull it off and hang on, as Garrettson's going to get dropped, and there's a light of hope. It was the JUCO middle linebacker Brad Lamb in the backfield to shred all their hopes and dreams, and now on third down and 7, Garrettson, no choice, throwing it into the flat, and it's going to be caught by Hunter Jarman, and he actually picks up the first. So Alaska unable to get off the field as Garrettson goes back to work. Second down, and Abe steps up, feels pressure, and it's going to be knocked away on second down. Nice deflection by Jason Bradford, who's had quietly a very nice day. Now third down and 8, they're going to set up a screen, and Alaska is all over it. Paul Lucas going backwards. It's Brad Lamb again. Fourth down and 10 now, and it's a punt, but they're going to fake it. And Quinn Moore and Jimmy Jones combined to force the deflection, and that is an odd call by Oregon State. Down 2 scores, plenty of time. I don't know what they were thinking. But it doesn't matter when you can't block. William Baker dropped for a loss of 5. It's going to be Sumner Houston yet again. Another TFL for him and a sack. Third down and 8 now. Baker, no choice but to run it, and he's going to get absolutely clobbered. Only 5 on the carry. He's going to be 4 yards short. Alaska having to give the football right back. But now on the screen, not for long. Quinn Moore jumps it. He's going. He's taking it back, and it's second all-purpose touchdown of the game. I don't believe it. It's a mid-screen. They come out in 2-man under, and Quinn Moore completely jumps it. They went with the play-action bubble, and you know that in this game, whenever Alaska's needed a play, it's been Quinn Moore, a sophomore slot corner, who has come up with the interception. Very nice. Third down and 12 now for Oregon State, getting the football back, and Brad Lamb has activated instant kill like Spider-Man. No hope for Oregon State in the fourth quarter now. Alaska just going to drain this clock with big Michael Dixon, and why not when he's plowing over men. 14 yards for a big boy, and that's going to seal it. Alaska needing a first down. They get it with Michael Dixon, and William Baker named player of the game. And while the freshman quarterback did play very, very well, I believe that Quinn Moore fully deserved to win this award. But you may be trying to click off the video right now, but remember, every single video on this channel is a doubleheader. We have a big game against the Idaho Vandals, who are a little bit more similar to us in skill, but we just beat OSU, so what we could do to them is absolutely unbelievable to think about. And here we go, our first game inside Tundra Stadium in Alaska. As you can see, this is the perfect time for football because the snow has not started up yet. And here's Linehan on second down and 5 starting early. They are an air raid offense in this game and should really put our defensive backs to the test, who I felt like played pretty well last week. And here's Linehan across the middle, and it's going to be caught for a first down by Alfonso. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name, but third down and inches now. Linehan, the slowest quarterback on planet Earth, and he's going to run, and he is going to get absolutely stuffed. Inches away, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of 2 by guess who? Brad Lamb. Big game last week, trying to build off that success. But right off the bat, right when we think things are going okay, Aaron Duckworth going to go in for an 18-yard scamper. When they run the ball, it catches us off guard. And here's William Baker now, finding Harris, trying to take the lead back, or in this case, tie the game. And here he goes, play action. Baker rolling to his right, nobody in front of him. I'll take that extra yardage, and there he goes, taking off inside the 10-yard line. Baker with the wheels, 34 yards on the scamper, leaving the pocket, And now he's going to run his own read, and he's got a touchdown. William Baker with another rushing score. His first of the game. There's 9 yards on the touchdown. And Linehan going across the middle now, and it's going to be caught for a 25-yard reception. As Idaho is passing the ball really, really well so far, and we do have a lack of corner depth or depth anywhere, so it's going to be a big, big challenge for us. As wide open is Ungerer, and Ungerer with the speed inside the 15, down the 10, and inside the 5. 49 yards on the catch and run. He was pretty much wide open like a Burger King drive-thru, and Eric Duckworth going to get on his second touchdown of the game as Baker going back to work out of the pistol. 4 wide receiver. He's going to take a shot downfield. It's going to be dropped by Corey Harris. And so they're pretty angry about that one. He just dropped it. And of course, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Baker dropping back. Maybe not a smart idea. Here comes the pressure. They brought the stunt, and Baker goes down for a loss of 6. Offensive line's not holding up super well, full of freshmen. So it'll be interesting to track the progress of the group going forward as Idaho has the ball back with perfect field position. And Ellison can have first down and goal. And now inside the 10-yard line, Linehan to Duckworth, and he's going to be tripped up on 3rd down and goal. So a big-time stop for Alaska, able to bend, not break. But it is still a 9-point game, and William Baker's going to have to put something together. But that is not it. Taking a shot, getting greedy here late in the first quarter. It's going to be intercepted. So Alaska now needing a big-time stop from their defense as Idaho has a chance to go up multiple possessions here, as they just cannot stop these medium crossing routes. As here it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Linehan going to be sacked. There is a big-time play for that defense that we were talking about. It's going to be a sack, putting them outside field goal range. And that is a clutch play by Jesse Downing. But they would not do anything with that next possession. And just like that, it's going to be Aaron Duckworth taking off for a 1st down carry. Now Linehan, Duckworth to his left. He's going to take a shot deep, and it's going to be intercepted. There we go, Jason Bradford. Big game last week, couldn't get that first interception, and now the junior cornerback is going to have that pick. Big time play for him, and he's going to set up Alaska with good field position here as they go back to work, trying to take their deficit lower here, as on 1st down and 10, going right back to Jake Paul in place of the injured Dusty Johnson. He's going to fall forward. It's going to be a gain of 9. Now after a penalty, it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Baker firing. It's going to be David Jenkins caught. 16-yard reception and a big-time 1st down. And Baker now zone read, keeps it himself. Why not? Spin move. He's going to be down inside the 10. Baker carrying this team with his arms and his legs so far. But on 2nd down and goal, maybe I spoke too soon, as Baker is going to get drilled. And it's going to be a long 4th down and goal, having to kick a field goal here, making it 10-16, cutting the Idaho lead to 6 points. If you can do basic math, I just helped you out there. You're welcome. Linehan now stepping up, going to fire, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Jason Bradford again. They ran these timing routes all game long, and finally, somebody is able to make a play, and Bradford coming up big in this game as Rondell Cantrell in for an injured William Baker, and he doesn't have quite the arm that he has. Going to be intercepted trying to make that corner throw. If that's William Baker, that is a completion 9 times out of 10. But Cantrell going to give Idaho the ball right back, and that's frustrating, as with 57 seconds and ticking left in the first half, Linehan going to go down, sacked, and Idaho's going to use their first timeout. Now on 2nd down and 15, Linehan evading pressure, going to dump it off, going to throw it away. It's going to be 3rd down and 15 now as Linehan out of the pistol. One more shot for them. He's going to evade some pressure, and he's going to finally get sacked. So minimal losses for this defense, as that will be the score at halftime, 16-10. And now a play-action screen to Ungerer. That's going to go absolutely nowhere. Might want to be careful running those around Quinn Moore, though. We saw what happened last week. That will make it 3rd down and 7. Tight end in motion out of the pistol. Linehan, quick strike. It's going to be dropped completely by his intended target. And Alaska's going to get the football right back. And what do you do after that? You take a shot deep down the field, and wide open is the slot receiver, Alex Rice. And he has speed to kill. Makes a defender miss, and he's into the end zone for an 86-yard touchdown. And a prayer is answered by William Baker finally. As Alaska, of course, Idaho missed their PAT, so I thought it was only right to kick one into the stands, breaking the 4th wall for a second. But Alaska's going to tie this game nonetheless. And now it is going to be a shootout, folks. Grab your popcorn. Jacob Ellison completion, 1st down. Ungerer in the pocket. Questionable footwork, but he's going to find his intended target, Sandin, nonetheless. 11 yards. 1st down now. Linehan rolling left. He's going to fire to the end zone. It's going to be caught by Alfonso for a 24-yard strike. And presto, Idaho right back in the lead here as William Baker going to roll right, going to evade a defender, and he's going to take off down the field. Can he make it? Not going to happen. He is cut off at the 25-yard line as Baker putting the team on his back, as I've mentioned. Now on 2nd down and 10, he's going to find his man. It's Alex Rice getting a block, and there he goes on that timing route. They love that out route, and Alex Rice with that speed and route running ability is going to run it well all season long, considering he catches the football, and it's nearly intercepted by Quinn Moore. He almost had his 4th interception of the season. Slipped right through his hands, and he almost had another one. Quinn Moore had a pick 6 on that last week and almost had another one there. And of course, tie game, Alaska getting his football back, trying to capitalize. It's intercepted off the deflection intended for Corey Harris. It's another interception thrown by William Baker, his 2nd of the game so far, as Idaho has a chance to break this tie. It has good field position to do it, and they'll do just that. It is going to be the sluggish cornerback getting absolutely toasted by Jonte Boston. It's William Baker now having to put the team on his back from behind. Yet again, a 10-yard rush on the carry. And now with the fresh set of downs, you know what he does. Alex Rice isolated on the outside, and he makes a diving grab. Could have stayed on his feet and had his 3rd touchdown of the game, but a ridiculous 45 yards per catch for Alex Rice so far. And now there's more for David Jenkins. Can't stay on his feet in the end zone, but another big gainer, and William Baker is on fire right now as they're going to give it to Stafford Mosley right up the middle. Another young player backing up Jake Paul last year, and Alaska now having to try to defend the tie, and that's not going to help as Sannon makes a 1st down catch, 3rd down and 6. Linehan dropping back. I just burped. That was sexy part 2. Unger is going to have a touchdown, 8-yard strike from Linehan, and now Alaska down 7 here in the 4th quarter now. This has been a shootout, and it's looking to go to be a shootout till the very end as Corey Harris makes a 20-yard reception, the number 1 receiver. Juco Jr. and Baker going back to work. There's Harris yet again, his 2nd straight reception. 1st down and goal, 16 yards. And now giving it right back to Stafford Mosley, going to put his head down, power forward. And now William Baker, of course, keeping it himself as he does. 1-yard touchdown for him. His 2nd rushing score of the game, and it's going to be tied yet again as there are 3 minutes left in the 4th. So, of course, Idaho, the powerhouse, threatening yet again in territory. And here's going to be a catch for Gardner. Haven't seen anything from him today. He's going to power in for a touchdown, 25 yards. That is Linehan's 4th touchdown of the game. And now Alaska playing from behind yet again, but fear not. There's Jenkins downfield inside the 30-yard line, 47 yards. And William Baker's big play potential shining through. 5 total touchdowns for him on the game as they're going to give it to Jake Paul, as you do when you have Jake Paul. 10 yards on the carry, but that would lead to 4th down and 4 later. 58 seconds and ticking. Baker to the end zone. A prayer for David Jenkins, who is wide open on the slant. And Alaska going to tie this game with 54 seconds left, and we might be going to overtime unless we can stop the Vandals, which we haven't been able to do all game long. And there's Linehan throwing it. It's going to be intercepted by McGuire, the freshman corner. Are you kidding me? Linehan with 4 touchdowns on the game, but throws his 4th pick right there. And Alaska with great field position has a chance. 2nd down and 10. Baker fires. Is going to be caught. Michael Dixon down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards. Alaska uses a timeout. 13 seconds though. Baker wanting the end zone. There's Michael Dixon. He's going to be just short. And now inside the 5, trying to center the kick for the win. Baker give to Jake Paul, and why not just pound it in? Alaska with 6 seconds left has done it. But one more prayer for Idaho. And it's going to be intercepted by Quinn Moore. His 2nd interception on the game, both on Hail Marys in the last second. And under the heroics of the defensive backs, and of course, William Baker, Mr. 5 touchdowns, Alaska has won their 2nd straight game in their 2nd win in program history. All in this episode, we have witnessed history as they upset OSU for their 1st win ever. And in this game, they upset the Idaho Vandals. Not much of an upset, but you get it. It's a win in an absolute thriller and shootout. We may not see a better game from that on this channel for a while. Wow. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know feedback in the comments below. And as always, I am Jack. Have a great day.